This is discussion 1. My name is Melissa Booth. The Common Core standard I have chosen to focus on for this discussion post is the College and Career Readiness Anchor standard for reading for grades 9 through 10. The standard asks students to determine a theme or central idea of a text and analyze in detail its development over the course of the text, including how it emerges and is shaped and refined by specific details, and to provide an objective summary of the text. The instructional groupings that I feel best engage and meet the needs of my learners through differentiation practices are cooperative groups that work through group investigation and jigsaw styles of learning to present a completed assignment or task. I prefer to use cooperative grouping strategies because I feel they bring the most diversity and inclusion to a group dynamic. Understanding text can often be nuanced and require a variety of positions from people with different funds of knowledge and background understanding about how the world works. Literature is often layered with meaning. As an adult who loves literature and loves to read, I find it beneficial to discuss what I am reading with others who have read or are reading the same literature as me. Being able to learn from one another to build a more comprehensive understanding of the text is very important for a well-rounded interpretation and appreciation of the author's intended theme. Group investigation allows students to bring their assets to the group while also leaning on other members' assets where there may be gaps for another student. By doing this, students are able to learn how to use their strengths to work cooperatively with others while also having their knowledge gaps filled by their peers. Jigsaw works similarly to group investigation, although it allows students to work more independently at first and to come together with their part of the work complete, building a puzzle that presents the finished task. I believe jigsaw-style learning is helpful when one or more members prefers individual work or when one or more members struggles to participate. Sometimes the nature of the task may require a group investigation approach, while at other times a jigsaw approach is more appropriate. However, with either approach, I feel students' assets are really brought to the forefront of the learning process. One student may be better at collecting facts, while another is great at thinking critically. A certain student may have a better grasp of vocabulary, while another is able to think abstractly. By grouping students with varying abilities, we show our students how cooperative work can be beneficial to all members of the group. Cooperative grouping strategies align with the theory of transformative learning because they promote the opportunity for students to be introduced to new ways of thinking and new ideas they may have never considered. This, in turn, allows students to reconsider the way they have always thought in general or about a particular idea specifically, and to choose to make a shift in perspective, leading to a transformation in their thinking and thought processes. According to Lisa M. Baumgartner in Fostering Transformative Learning in Educational Settings, one component that aids transformative learning is dialogue that emphasizes relational and trustful communication. I believe the more we can work together as a community and ultimately a society, the more we can create environments that harbor learning and growth for all people. I currently teach high school mild to moderate special education classes, specifically reading fluency and study skills to 9th through 11th grade students. Many of my students have been led to believe they offer nothing of worth to their classroom environments, but this is obviously not true once one takes the time to get to know them and to see how many assets they do have to offer. Because I have taken the time to develop relationships with each of my students, I know of the many strengths they bring to the table, and I am able to create groups within my classroom that help my students learn how to present their strengths to problem solve together as a community. This semester we have been using a science-based reading curriculum. What I have discovered is that some of my students have excellent memorization skills and can remember facts quite easily. Some of my students are able to comprehend and restate textual themes and details in a way that makes sense to some of my other students, and some students have an excellent ability to relate abstract ideas to real-world situations. I try to pair or group my students when doing reading and writing exercises in ways that allow each one of them to use their strengths to create a cooperative learning exercise that both allows my students to fill the learning gaps other students may have and allows my students to see themselves as intelligent and capable individuals. One of the most important roles I feel a teacher has, beyond educating our students, is to help them recognize their worth and how they can contribute to the greater society. Cooperative learning is the method I feel best generates this outcome. Thank you.